Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. Please subscribe to my channel for regular Chelsea updates. Is Chelsea in a title race, guys? Title race. I mean, we've we've only played 12 out of 38 games. 12 out of 38 games. Let me just do the math real quickly here. 38 minus 12, 26 games left. And they ask, and folks are saying that Chelsea is in a title race. Is supposed to be in a title race, guys. Now let's just go to the table. On the table now, granted, we are in third place, right? We are in third place with just 1 point behind City. However, we don't have to look too far down to uh, Tottenham in sixth place. Spurs is in sixth. They're only 3 points behind us, and they have a massive goal difference edge over us. And so that means what that means is one slip, one literally loss, combined with a Spurs win, could literally have us swap positions with Spurs, falling from third all the way to sixth. Guys, it goes without saying that Chelsea is nowhere near being in a title race, and that's not even without looking towards the top of the table where we are 9 points, a massive 9 points behind Liverpool. Plus, Liverpool has an additional 7 goal difference edge on top of us. So again, I'm just again, I don't want to sound like a broken clock, because I had mentioned this in my post game video after we beat Leicester 2-1. Let's not get distracted. This is not the time for us Chelsea fans, to allow other fans to distract us. The players, I'm sure there's no way. Maresca is going to allow the players to look ahead going into this season. Our whole hope and prayer is top four, and there's a valid reason why. Number one, we have the youngest team in the league. I believe our average team age is something around 23 years old. We legitimately have a very young team, legitly. Okay, and then on top of that, we have a brand new coach. Let's again, we're in third place, and everybody is jumping up and down and getting ready to have a party. As I mentioned, we've only played 12 out of 38 games. We have a brand new coach who's literally only 12 games old in the Premier League, going up against managers that have been in place for multiple years, right? That have been in place for multiple years, or even on the case of Liverpool squad. Liverpool squad has been in place for almost 10 years in terms of, I mean, of course they have bought and sold and so on and so forth, but the key frame of their squad has been in place for at least a good solid 7 to 8 years. And this is a team, this is a squad of leaders that have won the league, that have been in title races, crazy title races, where they almost had 100 points and still did not win the league. Guys, let us reel it in. Let us reel it in and remember what the real situation is, where we are as a club. And where we are as a club is we are currently in third place. We're currently, not my words, but Maresca's words, we are currently ahead of where he thought we were going to be. He has said that. He said, listen, we are currently ahead of his project right now. We're currently ahead of, and that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. The fact that we are ahead of where our coach thought that we would be, right now. And he also prefaced that by saying that, listen, there's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of improvements to be made, both on the offensive side of the game and on the defensive side of the game as well, on and off of the ball. There's a lot of areas to improve upon, and so this team is still very much a work in progress. Our next game is Aston Villa. And I know, part of the reason why fans are, for whatever reason, I won't say it's our fans, but it's definitely opposition fans trying to put pressure on our team, really, because they have looked at the schedule, and our next run of games coming up are as follows. We have in terms of Premier League. In terms of Premier League, we have Aston Villa, Southampton. Then we got Spurs. Then we got Brentford. We have Everton, Fulham, Ipswich Town on December 30th. Then Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Wolves. This is all right. Wolves is January 20th. Before we finally play Man City on January 25th. So that's a decent. Let's just say it's a long stretch. I believe it's roughly around 10 games. It's a nice little stretch. Right? Aston Villa 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wolves is the 10th game by January 20th. Our next 10 games. Out of our next 10 games, on paper, our two toughest games are Aston Villa, which we have next Sunday at home, and then Spurs. We just saw Spurs absolutely just wale and destroy City and left them for dead at Etihad 4-0. We have them. We have to actually travel away to White Hart Lane. I don't want to say three-point lane, but because this Spurs looks like it's not quite the Spurs of old. So the Aston Villa and the Spurs game, those are very tough games. Not saying that there's any easy game, because we saw Liverpool almost lose to Southampton. So there's no such thing as an easy game. So, but the point being that apart from Aston Villa and Spurs, then in theory, in our theory, the 8 out of our next 10 games are quote unquote winnable games. So that should help us for me to consolidate our top 4 spot. It's not necessarily to get into a title race. So guys, we need to stay focused, right? It's about top 4 first, and then try and just grab this Europa Conference League, so we can complete the UEFA Europe trophy collection. Because right now we have two Champions Leagues. We have two or three Europas. We actually have around 3 Europas. But we don't have this. Obviously, we also have the Super Cup. We have 2 Super Cups, but we don't have this this Conference League trophy. So we need to keep our eyes on the prize and finish top 4, and at least grab this European trophy. And then, see what happens. See what happens towards the end of the season. I'm not saying if the league is there to be won, that we should say no, that we're not ready to know. If the league is there hanging around for me by late March and entering April, then that's when you can make a strong push. But as of right now, it's all about top 4. Guys, how do you all feel? Leave your comments below. Subscribe to my channel. God bless you guys. Peace.